In this video, we're going to talk about the options to create and manage virtual machines. Azure Virtual Machines, also known as VMs for short, are one of several types of on-demand, scalable computing resources that Azure offers. They provide more granular control over PaaS or SaaS environments because not only do you manage and configure the applications or workloads you're hosting, but you also manage and configure the operating system and the virtualized hardware layer that they're built on. And there are several ways to create and deploy these VMs. We're going to start with the Azure Portal, a graphical tool you can use to view and manage your applications all in one unified hub. These applications include web apps, databases, virtual machines, virtual networks, storage, and many more. In this portal, you can also customize views as dashboards built just for you, for your team, and for your projects. For instance, using the portal dashboards also allows you to stay on top of things that matter most because you can pin them just to your dashboard, which shows just the right amount of information and detail. You'll also be able to share these insights across apps and resources. A new part of the portal is the integrated Azure Shell. This presents a web version of both Azure CLI and PowerShell command line tools that allow you to manage your Azure environment through a command line. Azure CLI is Microsoft's cross-platform command line experience for managing Azure resources. In addition to the web experience with the Azure Portal or the Azure Cloud Shell, you can install it directly on your macOS, Linux, or on Windows. And Azure PowerShell is built on the .NET Framework. It's a task-based command line shell and scripting language specifically designed to rapidly automate and manage Azure resources. Both the Azure CLI and the Azure PowerShell can be leveraged to build automated scripts that work against the Azure Resource Manager. And these scripts are considered infrastructure as code, or IAC for short. And when speaking of IAC, we must talk about the growing collection of methods and products that provide simpler ways to define, preview, and deploy cloud infrastructure by using a simple templating language. ARM templates, Terraform, Ansible, Jenkins, and Cloud Init are just some of the tools available for you to work with deploying and managing your work environments in Azure. So you have a lot of options when it comes to deploying and managing resources in Azure. The graphical portal, command line tools, template-based products. This variety not only brings different value propositions, but it also allows you to pick and choose what's best for you in your environment. We hope these tools make your life easier and keep your options more flexible.